What is one story you've always wanted to retell but never did? It's 2008. I'm 18, young, kinda clueless, and overly optimistic about dating. I match with this woman on OkCupid. She's older, around 25, very smart, artsy, kind of alternative. She seems cool. Out of my league? Definitely, but we hit it off online and agreed to meet in person for lunch at a pub in London. It's a bit of a trek for me, but I'm excited. Nervous. I get there early. She shows up a little late, pushing a baby stroller. Now, this would have been totally fine if she had mentioned she had a child, but she hadn't. At all. There's no, "Hey, I have a baby, hope that's okay." Just, "Sorry, couldn't find a babysitter." I try to play it cool. She's still gorgeous and confident, and I'm trying not to act like I'm in over my head. We sit down, order drinks, separately, and start talking. She keeps getting up to go to the bar. I assume she's ordering more coffee or soda. I see her coming back with mugs and tall glasses, nothing that screams danger zone. She's chatty, charming, a little scattered. But honestly, I'm mostly just trying to keep up. We're sitting there for about 2 hours, baby quietly hanging out in the stroller, and then suddenly, she leans forward, catches herself on her elbows, sighs hard and says, "Oh man, I didn't mean to get so drunk." Wait, what? I blink. Drunk? I thought you were drinking coffee? She casually explains, like it's no big deal, that she's been ordering Irish coffees, rum and cokes, and even taking a few shots while I was sitting right there. Apparently, every trip to the bar was a secret mission to quietly get wrecked. Meanwhile, her 1-year-old is sitting next to us the whole time. Now I'm stuck. I want to leave, obviously, but how do you walk away when a baby's involved and the mother is starting to slur her words? She's still trying to talk to me, but her sentences don't make sense anymore. Then she starts to cry. "I'm so sorry," she says. "You must think I'm awful." She puts her head down on the table, then she goes quiet and stays quiet. Now she's completely unresponsive. Not unconscious, but barely able to mumble. I'm in public, with a drunk woman I barely know, her child, and no way of getting her home. I try asking for her address, nothing. Just groans. So I check her phone. It's an old-school button-style Nokia, no password, and I scroll through her contacts. I find one labeled Mum. I call. Mum picks up, and she is not happy to hear from me. I explain I'm a friend, we're on a date, she's very drunk, and I'm trying to get her home. She's confused and angry, but eventually tells me the address. Problem, she lives in Spain. So, no help from there. I go up to the bar and explain the situation. The bartender is shocked, but helps me call a taxi. Together, we somehow get the stroller, the baby, and her into the cab. I'm about to give the driver money and walk away, but then I stop. What if she passes out and the baby's just alone with a stranger? So, I get in the taxi. Now I'm riding through London, holding a baby for the first time in my life, next to a passed-out woman who's sobbing 1 minute and snoring the next. The taxi driver is a legend, though. I explain the whole thing, and we actually end up laughing at how ridiculous this has become. We get to her place, and he helps me put together the stroller and carry her to the door. I find her keys in her bag, unlock it, and we manage to get her inside. Then I hear a voice. From the kitchen, a guy calls out, "Who the fucking are you?" I freeze. "I'm a friend." He walks out, looks at the scene, his fiancé, unconscious, a baby, and me standing in the doorway holding her purse. "I'm her fiancé," he says. "And why is my fiancé with my child drunk in the middle of the day? With you?" I stutter something about not knowing she had a baby, or a fiancé, or that she was even drinking. And he just stares at me, furious. Then he says, "You stay right there. You and I need to have a little talk." He starts carrying her up the stairs. The second he disappears around the corner, I grab the stroller, shove it inside the hallway, and run. I sprint back into the taxi, slam the door, and tell the driver to get me to the nearest tube station, fast. On the train home, still catching my breath, I get a text from her. "Had a lovely time. Can't wait to see you again." I block her number, and honestly, I still don't know who that guy was, or if she even remembers any of it.